After Work Adventure, May 10th, 2022. Getting on the bike on these trails out here by the Chattahoochee. Check that out. Welcome to heaven. Makeup's on about 97.4%. Coming on strong. It's my first time out here on the bike in probably about 6 years. And so far I've had to get off at least 9 times. Don't blame it on the trees though. Blame it on the fact that I'm here. It's not their fault. Let's do this thing one-handed. Yeah. Just remember, you do it like this now, you gotta do it coming back. I still got a couple hours. I want to see how far I can ride on the bike out here in heaven. Well, this part of it anyway. Oops. Let's hope I don't fall off. I don't think I'm going to be able to feel too much, because I'm going to have to use both hands to stay stabilized on the mountain bike. At least you get to see something though. Sorry for running over the roots. It's like I'm crawling out here instead of riding. But I can get a whole lot, I can get around a whole lot quicker riding the mountain bike than I can just walking. I got a story to tell you though. I just got something else in one of my videos I was making, a little tiny one, After Work Adventure, about a month and a half ago. Not too far from where I am now. Man, look at that. Dang. I know the waters are flowing hardcore. Means they let the water out at the river. I mean the dam. It's all filled up in here. Beautiful. What the heck is that moving? On that bush over there. You dare me to ride on in? You can see right to the bottom. I bet that water's ice cold. You're gonna say, Da Vinci, don't fall over. I'm looking. As pretty as it is out here. Would have taken 12 minutes to walk this far. Everything out here looks the same. It looks exactly like Jones Bridge Park. Right next to that tributary, right next to the park. The one that has the big pipe that you can cross over. The big steel pipe. Looks like that corner. Thank you for me. I'm going to the edge, kind of. Looks like it's still filling in. I see black, you know, a black bottom, but people are down there. Let me get some more pictures in. Look, a party balloon. Yeah, they just let the waters out. I can tell they're getting a little bit more rough. beautiful. I feel guilty now that when I don't go out like this after work, I feel really guilty. I do. Because I'm not enjoying the time. And I still have to work when I get home, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, look at this. How could you miss this, though? I mean, how could you want to miss it? Why would you want to miss this when the season rolls about? When it rolls in, waiting to be noticed. It's almost about time to empty out the iPhone again. I'm up to 111 gigs with only a handful of gigs left because I've been taking so many pictures. The pictures have outnumbered the videos. You can probably see why. But I got a story to tell you about this magical EVP I got in one of my most recent videos, a little after work adventure when it was still cold out here. And I was not too far from where I'm now, but it was nowhere near the good old Chattahoochee. And I was just out exploring. That was it. One of the places I used to go all the time, a long time ago. Little tiny tributary. Deep out in the woods. And I got another EVP that I was so confused about until I remembered what they were probably talking about. It didn't make any sense to me at all when I was listening to the video, trying to make it. And I know you probably saw it. I know I got so many videos out there with so many EVPs, you're going to say, which one is it? I can't remember every title. Even though I have to come up with every single title out of my soul for the videos and the movies, for the human race. And another EVP that's got to have me looking back at something, but I found out what they were talking about. I was in the creek and someone around me said, look at the big rock, like they were singing, you know, like they're always singing out here. Someone said, look at the big rock. And I was like, I listened to that EVP at least 150 times. And I was like, what did they just say? Don't tell me I gotta go back out there to look at a big rock in that little tiny creek. But then I figured it out. I know exactly what big rock they're talking about. And it's not even in the creek I was in at the time. I know exactly what big rock they're talking about. Let's just call it a boulder. How about that one? Let's just call it a boulder. No big rock by any means at all. A different kind of big rock. I'm walking up here because I'm talking, trying to get the story out. I know I can go a lot further if I start rolling. There could be a traffic jam behind me. You go nowhere. I just want to get back to the vehicle faster in case it gets dark out here when I choose to stay longer. Make my adventures more interesting, actually. Yeah, but that one instant, they said, look at the big rock. Look at the big rock. And when I was looking around in the video, I was like, what the heck kind of rock are they talking about? But like I said, I figured it out when I was driving out here. I know exactly what kind of big rock they're talking about. And it's got a lot of carvings on it. And once I try to figure out if that's what they were talking about, it told me that it's legit. They still want me to take a look at the big rock that possibly only one human being knows about. That one human being knows about. It's the one that's got all the carvings on it that no one knows about. I don't think anybody knows about it. Another discovery in my books that I even made videos about. And I fear that it's been pulled down. I fear that it's been pulled face down into a creek. Now I think you know what I'm talking about. I think you know what boulder I'm talking about. Should I even tell you? It's the boulder that I discovered many years ago at about 500 feet off the Chattahoochee Level Creek. Better go break out the bulldozer and the crane and go get that thing. There's something on the big rock. You know, scrub it down a little bit, get all the moss off, tilt it over. It's got carvings of fish, arrows, that kind of thing. Looks like a layout of the land. It's got, hello baby, how's it going? Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. You blend in with the tree you're standing next to. It's a deer over here. I guess they're trying to make sure I'm friendly or not. Making sure I'm not carrying any rifles out here with me or bow and arrows. They should know me by now out here. For real though. Yeah, but you definitely got to go out there and get that thing. Get it out of the water. Get it off the bank that's collapsing. Because you're losing a very significant piece of Native American history from out here. It could be 800 years old, it could be 1800 years old, it could be 4,000 years old. Look at the big rock. I know they told me to look at it again. Because they know that I know about it and no one else does. Next time I go out there this summer, it's quite the distance of a walk. On federal property, that is. Which means we're in the clear. I mean, as far as being judged or anything like that. I had to let somebody pass. I didn't want to have them hear me talk about that. I mean, they're not going to know what I'm talking about anyway. Imagine if I lost control right here, fellas. Imagine that. You talk about a face plant into the soils. Probably wouldn't feel too bad, really. But how the heck would I, well, I can climb out. I could. Let me grab some more pictures real quick. Why the heck am I always asking for permission? Gotta get what I can get in. There's a big hazy cloud that's about to cover the sun. Beautiful. Let me see if I can do this. You know, it's like that's the toughest thing about learning how to ride a bike when you're a child. When you start off slow like this, you can't control yourself. You gotta pick up some speed. Yeah, just remember that. Level Creek, 500 feet from the mouth of the river. This ain't gonna work. I gotta have this two-handed. Someone else comes out here with a bike. Oh, hello. Sorry. Don't run over the ants. See where these people come from out here. Scared the crap out of me. Literally just scared the crap out of me. I thought it was one of them out here yelling at me to look at the rock. Look at the big rock. It's probably telling you where something is. Maybe, maybe not. a little bit easier. Yeah, it would have taken me probably 45 minutes to walk this far, and it's only been like 17 or something. Hello, little ones. You're speaking. Yeah, it's wild though. I'm surprised no one's ever noticed that boulder before. I've never seen any stories about it, whatever. Maybe they do know about it. Maybe somebody does know about it and it was just covered up. I mean, not covered up literally with a blanket, but just the story was erased because developers had to have the land for the Bears Best golf course, because it sits right on that land in Level Creek, which means it's not part of federal land. It isn't. It's part of the golf course land. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off this thing because I like talking about major discoveries, though I do. I don't want to have to ride down this thing right here with the phone in my hand. That's why you're gonna tell me get a GoPro. Come on, man. Be more smart about your adventures out there. You don't bring the bike to walk it. I know, ain't that the truth? Yeah, but once you enter level, hold on, dang, I just kicked the root, that hurt. But once you enter level Creek from Chattahoochee, from the Chattahoochee, you go up about 480 to 500 feet. So on the left-hand side, it's where they dumped all the rocks behind it. All the granite rocks for drainage off the golf course. You can't miss it. I guess an easy way to find it is to find the pile of granite rocks that are behind it. 344. Old school for real. That's the Olden sign. Mile marker. Yeah, I know all the archaeologists and stuff like that are sitting out there saying, what the heck is he talking about? We never noticed anything like that before. I don't know if you thought to look. Maybe you did. Maybe it's in your database. Maybe it's in your file somewhere. And the developer had different ideas and wanted a story about it. Wanted everything to be covered up so they can build the golf course. Who knows what's under the grass out there, though? Who knows what's under the plumbing? Who knows what's under the drain pipes? Who knows what's under the houses? Who knows what's up on the hills? If anything was found, who knows where it is? That's what I'm worried about. But there's nothing we can do about it. I know there's nothing we can do about it. It's just an interest of mine. That's all it is. I remember it's one time in architecture school when I was trying to combine everything into my project, covering all the bases, you know, like Ronald Acuña's home runs. And so I was going way back to the beginning of it all for the city of Atlanta when the natives were around, and seeing all the historical details about that. And I was talking about it as part of my thesis. And one of the students, you know, off the record, wasn't part of the presentation, but I was just talking to him, and he was like, you know what? When it comes to them in development, nobody cares. Nobody cares. because it's so old and so forgotten that nobody cares anymore. But what if you make a big discovery about something that existed a long time ago and it still exists today? Does that mean that it can still exist in a different way? When you pound something in a big old rock, when you pound a bunch of markings in a big rock, and someone's lucky enough to come by and notice something that looks quite right, not wrong, but looks right on the rock for all to see. Because somebody out there is always looking for it. Yeah. Let me find my way down this hill. Yeah, that was quite fun going down that hill as safely as possible. Last time I made it out here was about 4 years ago. And it started the thunder and lightning out here. A little bit of drizzle, hot summer day. About time to go back into school. And I was encountered by a bunch of high school kids out here, probably about 3, 4 of them, right at this spot right here. And one of them, the biggest one of all, looked like a high school senior football player. Never seen somebody like that cry like that before. But he came up to me, he was crying because his little Dachshund dog, a little hot dog thing, brown and white, never forget it. And he was crying his eyes out because he lost his dog. And they were down here sitting up on these rocks in the middle of the river that are now covered up by the waters now. And yeah, so I helped him look for his dog for about 5 minutes, and I covered up here. There's like another trail up here, and they were down here somewhere, and the dog came up to me in the woods over there. And I didn't pick the dog up. I mean, he had his little leash and all stuff like that. And I was like, I got your dog. And that was it. And they just took the dog and said, thank you for your help. He was still crying and all sniffing. And they just took off that way. Heck yeah. Never forget that. Dang. What now? Giant fish over there, heck yeah. Looks like this is about as far as I can go on this side. I think this is where I ended the adventure a long time ago too, when I ran into those kids. Because I couldn't get past this. And we're not going to get past it today. You're going to say go further up. Well, no, that's somebody's private property up there. I think there's a mansion up on the hill. Oh well. Try another spot. Beautiful. Sorry about the boring video. You're going to say, hey, it's not boring if you ride it into the river. Like the Dukes of Hazzard. Wow, check that out. Dang. Gotta stop and look around. You don't want to miss anything. I know it's not going to go the way I want, but I wish my entire vacation is going to be like this with the weather. Might end up taking 7,000 pictures in the places that I go. But here's what I'm afraid about my vacation. We've had absolutely flawless weather for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, with just a tiny bit of rain one single day. One single day. And I know how the balance works. I know exactly how the balance works. You know what I'm going to say. It's nearly impossible to think that it's going to be this perfect during my vacation. If it is, we're in trouble. What do I mean by that? If it is, that means we're going to be without rain for like almost a month, which is not good. So the only other way out of it is what? If they save up all the rain for the entire week of my vacation. I took a wrong turn. I used the wrong trail. The river's over there with the fancy trail with all the scenic views, but not saying that this isn't scenic. It's just different. Oops, don't knock me over. Beautiful though, look at this. Scenic. See, times like this help me. Hey, sorry about that. Big deer right here crossing. 2 of them. Hello. Boyfriend and girlfriend. They're talking about having kids next year. Yeah, they're preparing for it. Man, heavenly. Sorry about this shaky camera at work. No, I'm not professional. Won't be able to do this come September. You already know why. Because of Jaro spiders. We're going to be stretched out all over these places like this, trying to catch birds and whatever else that flies in there. Golden webs. They're treasure webs. Looks like it's getting a little bit tighter out here. Like I told you before, and I'll keep saying it as long as I ride the good old bike. It's amazing how quickly you can get around on a bike. It's where we started off. Less than an hour ago. And it still looks the same. Kind of. Still plenty of time left. It's almost like with the bike, you can take in more at a faster rate when it comes to looking and the experience itself. I see that they have made some improvements out here. Well, I've never really been this far before. I like to come out here exploring through the woods, but that's a whole day thing out here, which I don't have a problem with. Hey, look, a ramp. I'm here. No giant tree of life yet. Here's one kind of white oak. I'd say 135 on that one. Most definitely. Got to be an old school homestead out here somewhere. A pile of bricks underneath the whatever, the leaves and all. Old telephone pole. Yeah, I definitely need to come back out here and explore. I gave up one time when I got lost out here before they improved the trails. I was acting all crazy out here when it was getting dark. Hey, Angel Tree, how you doing? Wow. So this is what I was meant to find today. Look at this one, you're perfect. Wow. Reference picture for real. Angel Tree. Oops. You're one of the most perfect ones I've ever come across out here. In a while. No signs of spinal issues. No crooked spine. Dang, that's a big A hill right there. Oh, there's a trail down there. Well, one of them. We got a bench. Yeah, I definitely got to come back here and cut through the woods and see what this place has to offer, because you already know why. Man. I wonder if anybody ever notices and comes by to say hi. I know it's symbolism. Dang. Hold on. Hello. See, I look legit with a bike though. I do. If I was out here without the bike, then people would think I was up to no good. And I'm out here talking to an angel tree. Yeah, look at those wings though. Dang. Angel trees, you already know I had to quit collecting the triangles. Even the puppy dogs don't notice. How come I notice? Your wings are quite perfect. Very nice indeed. Even looks like feathers from a distance. Sounds like somebody else is coming behind me. I hear something. Hear like a stomping noise. A walking noise. I'm glad you could lead me to you again. I guess that's the main reason you drugged me all the way up here today after work adventure. Come find us. Love you dearly. Now you know I'm always coming back. I told you. What'd I tell you? 7 minutes ago. Looks like an old home site to me. I bet there's a pile of bricks somewhere underneath the brush, the leaves. How did I know? Easy. White oak that's semi-old. And of course, more telltale signs. Time to get back on historical aerials and see what was out here. Close to the parking lot, I think. But one of them that's far away from where I parked. I just passed like 3 people. And there's a trail up there. I just saw the guy with his cute puppy dog up there. We're on a blind curve. Anybody can judge us off the map. I gotta get something. I've literally only been here for an hour. What you guys know about that? Amazing what you can do on a bike. I'm having a blast. Park hours, sunrise to sunset. All right. Well, to me, sunset means when it's dark out here, not when the sun is actually on the horizon. Yeah, we definitely got to come back out here and explore. It seems like it's endless, but I know we'll be intersecting some trails later. Definitely be quite the workout. Imagine if it was on a rainy day, how heavenly that would be. There's the main park space right there. Well, because I saw it on the map. This is the main road right here, the main dirt road that used to cut through the zone where the house was. further back, you're gonna say you should look for some bottle dumps from back in like the 70s. Can't do that though. This is federal land. Federal property. Can't even touch a tin can from 1971. Don't even know if you can clean it up. Like that plastic cup that I picked up, the piece of garbage out of the woods. Always gotta look out for these guys right here. Help them out, pick it up. I still have 40 minutes. How about that? And I'm nowhere near the parking location. Sorry about the shaky camera. Let me dispose of this the right way. Hold on. This reminds me so much of being a kid back in Harris County, riding my bike on a dirt road down there by Pine Lake. They just freshly graded this thing too and added some much needed gravel. I should be going faster, but there's something I need to pick up here. You'll see it in a minute. But I got to be careful around the ones who like to speed through here. Here comes one right now. I want to go faster like a child if you don't mind. Gotta stay off the camera. Gotta put both hands on the wheel. Childish. At least I didn't get judged off the map. People always look at me because I look strange. I do. Let's just say I look a heck of a lot younger than I really am. I don't know when someone's going to be speeding up or down the road. At least we can hear them now. Strangest one on the bike by a long shot. Look at my junky bike. Here comes another car. Gotta let him by. There's another car behind me. I'm trying to be safe on the road. can't really ride out hardcore with all this on it. All it's going to do is fall off. You're going to say, but hey man, why didn't you just get it on your way out of here? Well, I just wanted to put the bike to good use. Dang, look at that. Reference picture. I know you're laughing. I know you are. You're saying, is that what you do for fun? Spend your time picking up garbage? Well, I just happen to be where it is. Might as well grab it while I can. No one else will. Well, no, let's just say a lot of people won't. Quite the collection today. Not really adding the pockets with what I desire, really. It's a different kind of desire. Besides, we'll have to save that hobby for later. And trust me, this is not the property to do that. Time to pick up the speed. I want to go out with a blast. See you in the next adventure.